after Ken or Osama literally suck. All these new nail polish suck. It's been a long time.
Wait, what? That nigga can't tweet? Why this nigga duty? This nigga duty audio
Any
so
music wave
low.
after Ken or Osama.
Any music wave after Ken or Osama literally sucks. All these new nail polish ass niggas suck. If we being for real, y'all just chasing nostalgia at this point, like fucking crackheads, basically accepting anything at this point. He might got a point. Yeah, man, niggas using French tip nail polish and shit. I ain't with that punk shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, no disrespect, but I'm not finna listen to no nigga that paint his nails and dissing producers that work for him. I'm gonna keep the vid going.
Literally suck. All these new nail polish suck. It's been a long time since I made a video about Kankan specifically, because to be real with you, I don't think anybody consider him a rapper anymore. Because yes, he definitely had a fan base that loved his early music, especially throughout these years. You know, he still get talked about here and there, but like not too much. But he's also at this point where he's bringing in money from different things, you know what I'm saying, merch and all that stuff. And he also has a family. He's a father now, so you know, he at that point where he's kind of pushed away from music or just dropping music. And trust me, I'm not lying when I say this. Every 4 months or like 5 months, Kankan go on a huge rant. He go on a rant about TG. He start calling people trash, talk about some rapper from the past, and then he announced some music and never drop it. But you know, he might drop a track on SoundCloud or something like that, then disappear again. So it's just a whole cycle, because he been trying to so-called come back for like 3 years, going on 4. But you know, one thing Kankan always did was speak his mind. Don't get it twisted. That man talk a lot of shit. It's almost like a normal thing for him. So it brings me to the situation I'm finna speak about today, because you know, with this whole new underground scene, there's definitely a lot of pros, but it's a lot of cons. I'm not finna speak about this the whole time, but the pro is that yes, we have a new scene. We got new guys, people catch on faster, and they're building fan bases, okay? But the con is,
hold on, who is this? Who is he talking? Who is this? Is that okay? I know that's Kankan, but who is?
Speak about this the whole time, but the pro is that
who is this? What rapper is this?
yes, we have a new scene. We got new guys, people catch on faster, and they're building fan bases, okay? But the con is that some people feel like this new generation of rappers, right? They love nostalgia just a little too much, okay? And you're probably wondering, okay, what you mean by that?
Dang, he did copy all of would copy Michael Jackson, Prince, 2 Thug albums, Lil Wayne, and Tupac. Didn't he copy Dom Corleone too?
Well, there's tons of different meanings. Of course, these rappers are inspired and paying homage to some of their favorite rappers. Who not? But you know, some people just do it because it's easy to get talk about when you're doing it like that. It's easy to generate a fan base, especially when you don't add anything to it. You don't really do a spin-off. You just flat out copy the guy. Then once they build their fan base, they slowly transition and do something else, which is okay if you're doing your spin-off or whatever. Everybody inspired from something. But sometimes you could just tell that they're doing it for attention. Some of y'all call it nostalgia baiting, whatever it's called. But you know, that's a huge thing. People just take something from the past and they just try to make it their own, and it's kind of working for them because they're building very fast. But it's just like people start to notice that they're not doing anything original. It's just like you're flat out copying. Some people do it good though, and that could be image wise, music wise, it doesn't matter. And I'm not saying the music bad, but we done seen this with a few rappers, and right now for sure this dude is getting talked about the most, and there's a lot of people complaining, and they gotta be nincevicious, okay? It's already enough to do a guy.
Damn, that nigga, bro, he literally is a Thug clone, bro. Like, God, bro, when I see him, sometimes I be confused if it's Thug or not, man. I be fucking confused. This nigga got the same head as Thug.
So he's already
same hairstyle.
Already hated for that. But when it
same fucking piercings.
comes to music and his image, you can just tell what he's going for. You can tell that he want to get people mad, you know what I'm saying? But all this hate does is just give him more attention, and it causes people to gravitate towards his music once people actually find out who he is. And ever since Nine been growing, it's been tons of people speaking about the current scene that we have, including Nine. And today I was sent some screenshots of Kankan addressing Osama's son and Ken Carson. And there's also a thing where people feel like he's talking about Nincevicious throughout these tweets and these stories, but it starts on IG because Kankan had made some posts, right? And here's what he said: too many mixed in with the real, y'all in a way. And then he said, I hate rappers so much, I don't even want to rap because I feel associated with you, to be honest. And then he said, PSA, you niggas are clones and suck, by the way. Y'all only buzz is from nostalgia. Addicted are 10-year-olds with missed errors from the OG art and fake beef. And can y'all stop with the fake gang affiliations? Put all the energy y'all put it in y'all clone image into actual music. I close my eyes and listen to half y'all and it's terrible.
I ain't gonna lie, for one time I actually like agree with what this nigga Kankan saying. The Dave Blunt shit, I agree with it. And this shit right here, this last post right here, I definitely agree with everything he's saying, bro. Cause that man copying and pasting everything a lot of these artists is doing.
And then he said, hey, can we try and blow up our music and not wear skirts and paint our nails for shock value? Or is it too crazy? Maybe I'm tripping.
Bro, cause bro, the first time I heard about nincevicious was simply off the fact of him painting his nails. Like, that's how I got introduced to him. It wasn't his music, none of that shit. It was literally because of that one video where he stuck his middle finger up and the nigga had French tips.
Laughing emoji. And then he said only white kids and whitewashed black kids with no dads think that shit cool, by the way. Laughing emoji. Imagine me letting my son see me twerking online with painted nails and edges in my hair. Laughing emoji. And he also made it clear he not talking about Skywater, so he definitely got to be talking about Nine. That's the only person that's kind of doing that shit right now and it's working for him in a weird way. But and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I agree with him because a lot of people do be faking that shit, you know what I'm saying? And one thing I know Nine does very heavy is address the gay allegations, bro. In every song that he make, he always say something about him not being gay, but his whole image is him. You feel me? Like, and y'all know how Kankan is. He wasn't done. He went straight to Twitter. And here's what he said. Any music wave after Ken or Osama literally suck. All these new nail polish suck. If we being for real, y'all chasing nostalgia at this point, like fucking crackheads, laughing emoji, basically accepting anything at this point. But when he made that tweet, a lot of people assumed that he was talking about nincevicious because of the whole nail polish thing. You know, he's the one that's popping right now for that. And it's very surprising to see that he was talking about Ken throughout this tweet because he kind of gave him his props. Because he said it himself, after Ken and Osama son blew up, it's just like everything went downhill. And he feel like every rapper not being original. They just going off of nostalgia. And some of the comments was saying, you fuck with Ken now? Question mark, question mark. Is Ken speaking about nincevicious here? And somebody else said, wow, this showing Ken love. And somebody else said, facts, cough, nine victim. To be honest, you're not wrong at all, but all you do is sit on Twitter all day
This was nigga said non-victims. And that's good hating right there.
and hate on other rappers. Focus on your own album. You haven't dropped in 3 years. Then somebody else said you should have just made a post and said nincevicious. That's all he talking about. And once all the blogs seen this, they all started posting the same thing. Either that he dissing nincevicious or he just talking about the current scene in general. But he's clearly talking about the underground. You feel me? It's crazy because not even 2 months ago, before Nine even had the allegations or anything like that.
But he can't be talking about the whole underground because the only things that he's saying is like directed to nincevicious, the nail painting, the acting gay, the edges. Every underground artist that I see don't have that. It's just nincevicious by himself.
That Kankan was showing a lot of love to him. I'm sure you can check these posts. People can change up, okay? But they did catch
For real?
talking about the underground. You feel me? It's crazy because not even 2 months ago, before Nine even had the allegations or anything like that, Kankan was showing a lot of love to him. I'm sure you can check these posts. People can change up, okay? But they did catch him. And I'm gonna be real with this whole thing. I get what Kankan is trying to say. A lot of people say this all the time, so he's not wrong. But I feel like it's coming from the wrong person, though. But you know, people gonna look at Kankan as a hater because he doesn't do anything but rant. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he still make music here and there, behind scenes or whatever. And it's like you doing all this talking, but you have a platform. You have a fan base. Yes, he used to be hot, but he don't do that no more. He kind of just rant. So people gonna agree with him, but not agree with him because it's coming from him. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't nothing wrong with what he's saying. But it's like you saying all this, man. Prove people wrong then, bro. Let them know in a better way by doing your thing. But the good thing that I did find about this is seeing him finally move past that whole situation with Ken Carson. Because 2 years ago when they was beefing and stuff like that, even Summers got involved a little bit, but like that whole thing was very unnecessary. Yeah, that was surprising to see. And somebody sent me a screenshot of nincevicious wearing a dress, whatever that is. I don't know what he wearing, but like like I said, these dudes know what they be doing, man. They're trying to see who can shock somebody the most, who can do the craziest shit. Everybody doing something crazy with their image for attention, bro. We've been seeing this for the past 3 years. Even though I like the current scene that we have and I like the music that we're getting, it's not about music.
But what the underground consists of? Two Hollies. I don't even consider Ken Carson. Two Hollies, nincevicious, Tana. I can't even, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, like, I don't even know there's no underground artists like that, bro. The only reason I even know fucking nincevicious because of the nail thing.
Music no more. It's not about talent. Everybody trying to have a cool image.
Y'all gotta put me on some underground artists, man.
Look crazy to gain attention. That's all it is. Let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments. Do y'all agree with Kankan? Do y'all feel like he wrong? How do y'all feel about the current scene that we have? But yeah, make sure y'all follow my IG. I love y'all so much.
Oh, fucking what's that? K3. I think I would consider her an underground artist. Molly Santana, Conda Underground, Too Slimy. I don't know who the fuck that is. Jace, Jay still an underground artist, but not really. That nigga like the final boss of the underground.
Stay blessed. Peace.
I definitely agree with Kankan though. I ain't gonna lie, I agree with what he's saying about that shit. That nigga he doing a lot to chase clout and get attention, bro. Like that nail painting shit, all that bullshit, bro. I ain't digging that, bro. I'm not finna look. I think the music you listen to is the energy you putting into yourself and into your life, bro. You repeating a nigga song that's doing some shit that you really don't even like. If I don't like your image, I'm not gonna listen to your music. It is what it is.